happening tonight in Riverside for the victims.
An I-Team update. We now have the results of a third-party building inspection of Fairway Oaks.
That's a Habijax project in northwest Jacksonville that we've been investigating for months after residents came to us with concerns that their homes were cracking and sinking. After finding reports that show the homes were built on unsuitable soil, our I-Team partnered with an inspector.
And he spoke with Channel 4's Francesca Amaker about his findings, and she is joining us live. Fran?
Now, don't get me wrong, Habijax does a lot of great things in this community. It just so happens that they built 85 homes on unsuitable soil that was parts of a landfill. Now, for the past few weeks, I have been telling you about multiple reports that back up that statement, but today we're digging deeper, literally. Brought in a third party, and now he's showing you why these homes should have never been built.
We're now back in the home where we first met the owner of Property 360 2 weeks ago. At the time, building inspector William Chandler measured growing cracks, lowering elevation, and even discovered termites. Today, he returned with his findings on the home's construction. And let's just say this 23-page report prepared by Chandler is now concrete evidence that a lot was done wrong.
There's no doubt in my mind, as I said earlier, we have settlement, differential settlement. We have, a slab foundation problem here.
Chandler's report goes on to say structural cracking is increasing significantly, and the concrete mix is inadequate. If that wasn't bad enough, Chandler had a core sampling done of the concrete, and Mrs. Mixon filmed what happened next.
As we started to auger down, because we were going to auger to 6 feet, okay?
How far did you get?
13 inches. And we hit what appears to be another slab.
So you were going to go down 6 feet, but you could only get 13 inches because you ran into concrete.
That's correct, yeah.
The report also documents corrosion of metal doors in the neighborhood, which Chandler says could point to the possibility of excessive methane and hydrogen sulfide gas. To demonstrate, Chandler performed this quick spot test.
All right, so what I'm getting out of there on this instrument is I'm getting 35 parts per million of methane, 15 parts per million of hydrogen sulfide. This is a quick sniff test, but just as a standard rule, we don't want to see any.
Then he tried another air sampling.
This one actually went up to 200 parts per million methane.
In conclusion, I asked Chandler, is this home worth the nearly $50,000 he believes would be needed to make repairs?
It would not be a home that I would recommend for a repair, simply because there's no long-term guarantee.
Chandler informed Mrs. Mixon that her home was a loss, words that were hard to hear.
You put your livelihood, everything into this home to make it a home, and all these years then they come back and say the home that you had, that you thought was your home, is not really your home, it's a bunch of trash. So all the money that we put into it on mortgages, it's all out the window. It's worth nothing. This house is worth nothing.
And coming up tonight, all new at 10 o'clock, I learned something new. This is more than just about the homes literally falling apart, but Chandler, the building inspector, actually mentioned that this is a snowball effect. He tells me that he hopes a big storm does not hit Fairway Oaks, and tonight you'll learn why. Now, ultimately, these residents are just hoping to be relocated by Habijax, who has not commented on this issue since I have spoken with them. For now, reporting live, Francesca Amaker, Channel 4, the local station.
First, it was the heat.